Hello, welcome to Skincare Sessions. My name's Jane. This week I'm going to talk about serums and moisturisers. I think there's a lot of confusion about whether we need both these products and really what they do. Definitely a grey area for most people. So today I thought let's have a little look at that and unpack the different reasons you would use those products. So basically there are key differences between serums and moisturisers and what they are targeted to do, because both products essentially reach different layers of the skin. Serums are more of a treatment and therefore that's important to remember, and then moisturisers are more of a conditioning product, also important to remember. So one works at the top layer of the skin and is a barrier, and the other works underneath and works with skin and the cell production. So your skin has three layers, and the very top layer is your epidermis. The epidermis is basically made of almost nearly all dead skin cells, which is why we use exfoliation on the body and the skin, and when we do that our skin looks brighter. Also important not to over exfoliate, as we've talked about in other videos. So that's your top layer, and that's the epidermis. Then you've got the dermis, where the skin cells are coming through, the new skin, and the hypodermis, which is at the base, and that is where most of the work is done. And it gradually, because skin is renewing all the time, it gradually cells work their way to the surface. So when we think about how each layer of the skin is, it stands to reason that it does have different needs. So the top base of our skin is oil based, and this is where we need a barrier. Our skin is a barrier. It keeps out bacteria, it locks in moisture, and that's really good. So in terms of hydration, that's where the top layer is, where we can make a difference. But as you go deeper into the epidermis and the hypodermis, then the cells begin to change, and that's where the mostly water-based products work much better, and that's serums. So as I said, serums are water-based, moisturisers are oil and water-based, and measuring the difference between the two, when you look at serum, it can penetrate your skin, which provides the treatment. So stick with me. I hope that's clear so far. So you've got these two different products that work at different levels of the skin. That's the thing to remember. And we're calling it basically a conditioning treatment, a conditioner, or a treatment. So that's some really good examples of how they work. You know, underneath the skin and on top of the skin is the best way to remember. So let me think about, if I think about serums and how they can really affect the quality of your skin as a treatment. Maybe you have sort of pigmentation issues, maybe you have patches, discoloration, which is due to aging, and hyperpigmentation, or even scars. All of those things can be dealt with at the base layer of the skin. They're caused at that deeper layer, and as they come through they show, obviously. And this is where a serum will help to condition your skin and give you that the best look to your skin as possible, and that's what we all want, really. So whereas a conditioning skincare, which deals more, as I said, with the top layer of the skin, and that's where you'd want a moisturiser. It helps to protect and nourish. So summing up then, conditioning skincare improves the health of your skin barrier, and treatments improve the quality of the cells that are coming through. And it's a minefield, isn't it? Because, we don't always know. It's hard to know what is best to have and use. And that's what the thought process was. Well, do we all know the difference between serum and moisturisers? So I hope that's unpacked it a little bit for you. And so if we go back to my original question, is do we need them both? We absolutely do, because they have different functions. Essentially, that's the bottom line. So I hope that's helpful. And as always, when you use both these products, then you will find that you have the best quality skin that you possibly could have. And that's what we're all striving for, to be the best we can be at Sunrider. So thank you for joining me. I hope that's unpacked a few questions for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.